Hello everyone. It's a beautiful day here in Brierley Hill, England, UK. Tony and Ian are here and we've been working on the Frogeye Sprite, the V8, and I'm just going to show you where we're at the minute.
Do you want a proper torque wrench or anything, Tony?
Yeah, I reckon you find the torque settings and torque them up, aluminium on aluminium. You know what I mean?
That's Ian, aka Tesla, and this is Mr. Tony.
Tony Bodger.
Tony Hill. So we took the intake manifold off because we were having an oil leak, and we've bead blasted it and lacquered it along the way. Also, Tony spotted that the water
There's
pump,
the socket on. I'll look on one.
this water pump pulley was causing the belt to foul the one of the fan housings, which is why we were getting this kind of whiny noise. So we've had to take the radiator off and use an air saw to cut some of the shrouding of the what's that thing called, Tom? The fan housing.
Shroud.
And also Clive, the engine builder, took the pulley away this morning and opened up the groove a little bit so we got a good seat on the belt. So that's aligned better. So Tony's fitting the intake manifold now, and also we've done a little bit of work on the appearance of the motor, which is just the engine, but here are the rocker covers. So we've bead blasted the rocker covers so they're clear, and that will look a little nicer. And also Tony's bought us a rebuilt mechanical, actually no, it's not mechanical, but a rebuilt Holley 390 carburettor. That's the one that came off the car, which needs a full restoration. So we're going to bolt Tony's car bonnet, the rocker covers. This is the adapter plate for the offenhauser manifold, and Tony thinks that the motor is going to give us a little more performance with the carburettor working correctly. Isn't that right, Tony?
Well, the one we took off was shockingly rubbish.
It was a bit kaput, wasn't it?
Yeah. A lot wrong with it, should we say?
Yeah. And Ian suggested, because I told him that I was struggling to get behind the wheel to start using the car in corners, and he suggested, what?
Because you're fat.
Why?
Because you're fat.
Well, it's the truth. So he suggested we take that steering wheel off and we replace it with a smaller one. The car is very light, so I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem to turn the car with a smaller wheel. But also I'd like to put a black or brown cover on the wheel. So that's another upgrade. Shall I bring the rocker covers in a bit?
Yeah, rocker bucket covers before we drop something down the engine.
Okay. Or the carb, what do you want? Do you want the carb or the rockers?
The rockers, I think.
The rockers.
Yeah, don't feel tight there.
Nice and tight, man.
Yeah.
That's 27 foot-pounds.
It's because you've got a tiny bar, I think, and
Yeah.
it goes to shout.
They needed a lot more, didn't they?
Yeah, good turn.
So we're just going to put the carburettor on next. And Bob's your uncle. You're rolling us some cigarettes?
Yes, man. Handmade cigarettes.
You know that what you call that stuff we use?
For the ceiling.
Yeah, it's sticky.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Sticky, it's like resin.
Yeah.
Maybe we can put some in there and smoke it. Look at the carburettor's on now. We're just fiddling with the throttle linkage.
Yeah, it was that.
Yeah, it went into that in there. That little.
Beautiful sunny day here in England. Middle Earth. Actually, it's Tolkien, the guy that wrote the Lord of the Rings, lives around the corner in. Where did Tolkien come from? Is it like
Wall Green.
Wall Green?
Wall Green.
Is that near where you live?
Yeah, and it was the Washford Mill round Hobmoat Lane or something like that.
Yeah.
That's
So he got inspiration to write the book The Lord of the Rings from living around the Black Country when it was really industrial, and we had the big furnaces and smelting iron ore and all that, and then south and west was we went out into the countryside, which is Shropshire, Worcester, Staffordshire, and it's beautiful and green and hilly, and I think that's where you got the Hobbit idea. Completely irrelevant from what we're doing right here, but I just thought I'd throw that in. Got a bit of a...
Got a bit of screwdriver in there.
Yeah, what for?
Just adjust the throttle.
Well, like this one.
Yeah, because I will need to adjust the shit up my way. From shortish. Oh.
Can you keep an eye out for leaks, mate?
Half, 1, 1.5. Half, 1, 1.5. Good starting point, 1.5. That'll be weak.
Don, can I come through that way, man?
Cheers.
Put your trousers on.
Cheers, falling down. I'm showing me ring out.
He was trying to get behind you too.
You see how quick he tried to get down there?
So I'm putting in about 7 if I fill it up with this.
Well, if you overfill it, it's out in the world.
Well, it just comes out of the spout?
And it's bubble over, like.
Yeah. Is the fan alright, Tone, and all that? Is all that ready to rumble?
Yeah,
Well, you got water coming out the bottom.
You haven't done it.
Oh, okay.
Filled the footwell up.
Oh shit, is it gone in the footwell?
It's alright, got some wellies there. I wouldn't put the top on.
Oh.
Don't let it pressurise.
Are we ready to rumble?
I think so.
Right. Mr. Ian, you said you've never heard this run?
I'm about to, I hope. It's bubbling back in here.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
It wants fuel, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. Is it? That's taking the water in, isn't it? That
Yeah.
Enough fuel, man.
That's got nothing to it. That's not. No, right, okay.
Go on.
It likes the fuel, and then it. We got any open vacuum ports? What's that? Is that closed?
Backed off, yeah.
Okay. What are you at with those screws?
I'm just getting a bit more fuel in, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
picking up better than the other car. It's right so far. That needs blocking off, doesn't it? Let's go and find some bongs, man. I do like me a good bong. Who doesn't? I bought some new bongs. Selection of bongs. Woo! That sucked it up, man.
Don't let that off.
Oh dear. Don't back that up. You want another bong? Any bongs? It's got 2 cherry bongs in the back.
Sweet.
Going from lean to rich.
I'm gonna have it on the richer bracket.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. We've got a problem, guys. Every time we operate the throttle and let go, there's a squeaking noise coming out. And it's sort of, oh, there we go, what was that? Doesn't like that, does it? Rev it so we can hear it on the camera, the squeak. Oh, he's caught it. He's caught it.
There.
What is it?
Gasket.
Oh, no. He won't do it because he's putting his finger on it. Let go, let go. Do it again. Why won't it do it now? Now pull it out, man, because we're getting gas in here. All the freaking fumes. That's it. The cam needs more ignition.
Yeah, it needs to go in between the two.
So like what, 7 or 8 degrees?
Yeah.
Alright, dude. So have we just sorted that little squeaky noise?
Yeah, but we know what it is.
It's the carburettor gasket.
Yeah. Just what I'm gonna do is get a new one on there.
Alright. Hello, Mr. Racemooth.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, what happened there?
I've knocked the
Ready?
Yeah.
Got a bit of a stumble at the beginning.
Took me in low and then it took me out.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
No, so you need a bit of the mounting gasket the wrong way around.
No, it's an old gasket. It's already been compressed and the sealant held for a while when we set it up. Now the pressure's that great.
Can you shut the bonnet, please?
Taking it out with no air filter on.
Yeah. That way. She ain't happy, man.
No.
Doesn't have fuel.
No, she just started by now.
It's nice when it gets going.
Shall I pause it now, yeah?
Well, it's been a nice evening. Nice day. And the starter motor has stopped working. Listen to that now. If I turn the ignition on, listen to that. So I think that's the starter motor. Someone's burning some stuff. It doesn't smell good. I'm gonna get in with my rag and some brake cleaner and clean all the marks on the floor, and then roll this in, and then we'll check over the next few days if there's any leaks in the floor. But I'm pleased with what we've done with the appearance of the engine, and I do think with a new gasket, which will eliminate there is an air leak there. Got to sort the starter motor out now. We've fitted the new fan belt, and that's clearing the housing. That's good. We're blowing fuses on a regular basis, so something isn't quite right with the fuses. But yeah, Ray took it for a rip, and Ian took it for a rip. I took it for a rip, and it's definitely been Ray, who has got some experience racing. He did say that he set the car up really nice, and I thought that, and it's nice to hear someone that's raced a few cars to say, yeah, man, this has been nicely set up. So there are loose ends here, but it's within our means to put them right one by one. And thanks to Tony, Ian, and Ray for helping out today, and thanks to you guys for watching. See you later. Bye.